Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, he knows when you are sleeping, and he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, and you've been bad. Tonight's movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! The Year of Infamy, the year that is living in infamy. Yes, tonight, we are going back to the well that never disappoints, right? No, it doesn't disappoint. It is also a classic of that well, and that is the slasher genre, the 80s slasher genre, and what could possibly be one of the more controversial of those 80s slasher greats, and that is the movie Silent Night, Deadly Night. Oh my goodness, oh man, I remember picking up a copy of the uncut version on VHS, and my friend borrowed it and never returned it. I still remember. Anyways, tonight, Silent Night, Deadly Night. What is it about? Well, it starts off with a family going to meet their, I guess, the grandfather, who's in an institution. He's catatonic. And they're going to give him the normal, hey, how you doing? Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, whatever. Anyways, so they go there, they wheel out Grandpa. He's all catatonic, but, there's some paperwork that needs to be done, so the parents go away, and that's when the Grandpa goes, oh, you know what tonight is? It's I'm about to say Halloween for some reason. It's Christmas, and that means Santa Claus is going to here, and he's going to punish all the bad boys. You've been a bad boy, so you better watch out. And so, of course, it puts into his little brain that Santa Claus is some sort of punishing angel or demon. Anyways, and so, of course, on the way home, there's a guy in a Santa Claus suit who we've seen earlier basically rob a convenience store and shot the hell out of the attendant there. Also, gave him the headshot. Seriously, why just go straight to murder? I mean, he's probably already dying anyways. Maybe that was actually being kind. Instead of having him just bleed out, just pop him in the head. I don't know. Anyways, but and of course, the couple, they have to stop and try to help Santa Claus, except Santa Claus is evil, and yeah, he kills the parents, of course, kills the father, rapes the mother, and then kills her, and then looks to find the little boy who is hiding in the little brush area outside the highway, whatever, country road. Anyways, so, of course, he's traumatized. He ends up in an orphanage run by a very, very strict sister. And so that's where she taught him the value of punishment, that evil is always punished. Whenever you do wrong, you are always caught, and you are always punished, and punishment is good. So this kid's gonna have a bunch of problems. So anyways, he's an adult now. He gets a job through the orphanage to work at a toy store, and of course it's around Christmas time, so Santa Claus image is everywhere. And of course, the Santa Claus that they had to meet kids and all that stuff, he's no longer available. And so, guess who they get to dress up as Santa Claus? Oh yeah, they get him. They get him to dress up as Santa Claus. Holy crap! And let's just say, the after party, everyone's kind of drunk, and the owner's like, "Yeah, you're Santa Claus. You got a lot of work to do tonight." He's like, "Work? What do you mean?" He's like, "You got to do your Santa Claus stuff." And that's like, oh yeah, you're right, I gotta do my Santa Claus stuff, which means I have to punish. And that is the thing. So he basically finds naughty people and punishes them. I mean, you got a guy who tries to rape a coworker, punish. And of course, the coworker freaks out about like him murking somebody, even though you just murked the attempted rapist. You would think it would be like, thank you for murking that jackass, but no, whatever. I'm gonna be like, how could you kill that person? I'm punish. Anyways, punish. Oh, these two having sex, punish. Reindeer, deer horns, punish. Reindeer horns, I know, it's the deer horns. It's just, yeah, it's, basically, he goes on a mad killing spree, punishing people because he lost his freaking mind. And of course, we have the one nun that was always on his side, that was very helpful, trying to get the police to find him so that they can save him from just getting murked by the police, because, you know, you got this Santa Claus guy basically killing everyone. I mean, I do the pistol thing, but he's more of the stabby type of murderer. Anyways, so yeah, blood spree, Santa Claus, all kinds of controversy because people are just like, oh my god, the kids are going to be afraid of Santa Claus. It's like, well, first of all, your kids shouldn't be watching this movie. This movie is not the Monster Squad. Okay? That's safe for kids. This, not safe for kids. NSFK, okay? Anyways, I know my kids saw the commercial on TV. You know what? I was a kid and I saw commercials on TV. I saw posters, and yeah, that shit traumatized me too. But guess what? Then I just watched something fun and happy like the Care Bears or something. Anyways, you know, kids can stop remembering things. You know, maybe it's still in the back of their minds. Anyways, whatever, controversy aside, movies like this need to exist. Why? Because people like me are jackasses and we like to be entertained, and who cares if it screws up some kids, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's one commercial wouldn't screw up your kids. And plus the fact is, when I knew that a commercial was scary and I've seen it before, and I see I'm like, oh, change the channel, I'm leaving the room, whatever. Anyways. People can deal, okay? So let's get to the score, shall we? Violence and Gore, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5. There are some nice kills in here, especially the antler kill, and some good effects, but then there are also some that are a little off camera, or not as bloody as I would expect them to be, but still very decent. 3.5 out of 5. Shock value, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. There are some pretty good jump scares, plus the whole Santa Claus killer shock is always something to behold. And yeah, and then like some of the kills, like I said, antlers, pretty shocking. Giving it a 3 out of 5. Plot, I'm going to give this a very solid 4 out of 5. It is a movie. It is also a tragedy in a way, because this guy, we feel for him because it's not his fault. He got freaking screwed up, and he got put into positions where he wasn't able to, get out, and then he just snapped and lost it. And, it's kind of sad, but also, it's also a guilty pleasure murder mayhem spree, and the plot works well. There's not a lot of holes. It pretty much explains why things are happening and why things are heading towards this way. And there are things that you would expect to happen in these situations that do happen, and things that wouldn't happen don't happen. So you're not going like, well, that doesn't make sense because stuff like this should be happening, and that doesn't make sense because stuff like that shouldn't be happening. That stuff, it makes sense. It is a very solid plot. 4 out of 5. Pretty original. I mean, you don't really get Santa Claus killers all that much. I think maybe there was one before this, but anyways. Moving on. Going to acting. Acting, I am going to give it a 3 out of 5. I think, for the most part, for a horror movie in this day or in this era, the acting is pretty solid. We even get, oh my goodness, Scream Queen extraordinaire, Linnea Linnea Quigley in there. And she does a pretty decent job because sometimes, you know, she's a little hit or miss acting wise. You're still awesome. You know what? I mean, I'd kill to be in movies, but then again, I don't have the body for it, right? Or the disposition, or the talent, or you know. And I'm not saying it's just her body. I'm saying she's got the talent, the disposition, and the attitude, man. She got tuned up and wrong, but you know what? She's also got the body, and that doesn't hurt. Anyways, so, yeah, acting 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, I am giving this a 4 out of 5, just because there is a bunch of it in this movie, even though it's not like every scene. It's spread out, but it's there, and we get that mom getting murked by Santa Claus a couple times through there, which, and then, of course, Linnea Quigley, very lovely, and one of the office employee, or not office employee, toy store employees. She's very nice. Anyways, decent exposure, I guess you would say. 4 out of 5. Enjoyment factor, this is a 5 out of 5. This is a classic, and it is a classic for good reason. It has a strong story, relatable character, you feel for them, there's emotion in there, there's also some very good kills, some good violence, some nice gore, bunch of titties, 80s horror schlockiness, and a little bit of comedy in there, and you get a really great classic slasher. So 5 out of 5 for enjoyment factor. My overall impression is a 4 out of 5. It hits all the right notes and does not do a whole lot of bad things to really get you down. It's a great movie. Definitely better than the sequel, but the sequel just lives in a whole new universe. Just in comparison, that's a movie that you watch because it's an experience in and of itself just to behold it. But anyway, so there you have it. That averages out to a very impressive 3.8 out of 5. Yeah, that is a pretty impressive score. But once again, you get all those bonus points for the blood and the tits, right? So anyway, there you have it. Silent Night, Deadly Night, a must-watch for any horror fan, I will say. And there you go. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with me, disagree with me, hate me, love me, whatever. Anyways, rate, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. And I will bid you adieu for another night of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. And thank you. Don't forget to stay scary, Internet. And remember, don't pick up hitchhikers. Don't pick up hitchhikers. Look, we all now have these cell phone things, okay? So we can call roadside, we can call police, we can say, we're driving on, but I'm gonna call someone and say, hey, there's this guy stranded here, wearing a Santa Claus suit, but he also has a gun, and he was trying to rape my wife. So anyways, I'm just saying, it's just too risky. Anyways. I mean, unless you want an adventure, I guess. I wouldn't. I mean, unless she was all eggs. Yeah, that's not a trap either, is it? No, it's always a trap. It's always a trap. They're not looking for a ride. They're looking to kill you and take all your money or something like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little paranoid. Anyways.